Headlines here are brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
So, Canes kicked the crap out of Bethune Cookman, as they should. They put up 70 points on them. So it was a whooping. No 4th and 1s to really hit on Leroy.
But
what?
Now I will say this, and I came away with this, that I have a couple of questions about the defense, but I will say this. Bethune had 2 players on offense that were very, very talented. One in their quarterback is very athletic.
Yeah.
And they had a wide receiver that at some point in time or at some moments during the game looked like he was the best athlete in the secondary. So I'm going to preface it by saying this. Now, I know exactly what moment you're talking about when the Cristobal era began.
The Cristobal era began.
Dude caught a pick.
Cameron Kitchens gets a sick pick. Great interception.
Yeah, because there was hands and waving all in front of him.
Interception.
Right?
And he gets up, spikes the ball.
Like not even showing anybody up. He's just excited. Oh,
flag.
Here comes the swag police. The captain.
Because this is typical Manny Diaz thing. One of the big things we were always complaining about was the swag penalties. Now, in fairness, this is not giving double birds to the Gators quarterback. This is not he was just happy, made a great play. Old fun police referees like flag. And immediately they go to the sidelines. Because what are you supposed to do on the sidelines if this happens? Turnover chain. No turnover chain. In fact, he gets to the sidelines. He's kind of celebrating on the bench, which is what they would do with the turnover chain. And they cut away. They come back. It's time for a turnover lecture.
Oh, no. Hey, that was a scolding.
A scolding, dude.
That was not a lecture.
Scolding.
He didn't have his arm around his shoulder pad explaining to him about how we do things. Oh, no.
Nope.
It seemed like Mario went over there like they had a conversation about this previously.
Perhaps. No dumb penalties, no beating ourselves. Maybe.
Here's when I knew it was the Mario Cristobal era. I was listening to the game, and every other announcer up to this point would have said something about, here we go with the swag, the da-da-da-da-da. I'm listening to the announcers, and they're defending the guy.
They should.
Hey, he's celebrating. He's not showing anybody out. I'm like, huh.
So Zagacki and Don Bailey.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't listening to.
He wasn't local.
No, yeah, but I was listening to. I was on the ACC network.
Okay, so Sedano. Yeah,
yes.
Sedano's. I feel like Sedano's going to defend swag.
It wasn't Sedano though.
Well,
it was the color guy.
Oh yeah, I don't know who he had with them.
Right, it wasn't Sedano. And you could tell. By the way, not for nothing. You could 100% tell Sedano was from Miami.
You can't take it away from him. It's like when Mark Jones does a Heat game on ESPN.
Right. A little extra.
It is what it is.
But so the 2 things I took from the game was, I'm never, very rarely do you see with a school like Bethune, you see a couple of players that, if they had on Canes uniforms, you would say he fits, right?
Right.
The other thing was
there's a couple guys running past Canes. I was like, that's not
right. And the other thing is that I like the way they big boyed him. Okay, so I've had conversations in the past that when you play somebody that you're physically superior than, you lean on them physically. And it was a point of emphasis for Manny. We gonna big boy these guys. We don't care about throwing the ball all over the field. We gonna line up. We gonna block the man in front of us, and we gonna run the football. And they ran for 300 plus yards, which in the past we would see a game like this, and it'd be like 150 yards rushing. It wasn't like you didn't dominate them, even though you won. They dominated them up front, which is what you're supposed to do to a team that you're physically, better than.
And is the calling, that's Cristobal's bag. Like that's what he said,
right.
Like we're gonna fix things in the trenches, we're gonna get
right.
stronger and all that type of stuff.
So from that standpoint, the two things that I got, out of that is that, you know what? This is going to be different. This is going to be different because the attitude in that facility is different as far as running the football, how we going to handle ourselves. Now, the athletic portion of it, which is, like it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. I know the two numbers. No, I think number 8 was the quarterback or the receiver. Number 4 was the quarterback. Those two guys. Watching them run, I was like, it's been a minute since I've seen like another team just come and just be faster than the University of Miami. Now, I will say it could be, sometimes the defenses dictate that. Like if you were playing a Florida State and there was a guy doing that, you would change coverages. You would do something to kind of to help the defense out. It just seemed like they were playing straight up defense. Hey, get your guy.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I'm not going to read too much into it, but it was a little eye-opening to see a guy running like that on the other team.
Yeah, there were a lot of chunk plays for Bethune Cookman, respectively, for what the game was. But, it really was a laugher by the time you got to the end of halftime. I mean, they put up, 28 points. They put up 28 points in the second quarter alone. Just really, really put it on them.
Yeah.
And it was one of the things where, last year after DR King got hurt, it was a lot of Tyler Van Dyke pretty much just airing it out. And he had a super efficient game, but like you said, they rushed for over 300 yards. They really just ran it down their throat the entire time. I think people were probably saying like, who's that receiver who's going to step out in their respect because it's a big opportunity. And Restrepo was good. 100 yards on 5 catches, so he had himself a nice game. But no, this was definitely a game where they out physicaled him, had some big turnovers, just put it on them in every which way, and also we're not allowed to have fun anymore. Apparently that's the Kings.
That's not, but no, listen, here's how that works. If you don't make it a point of emphasis now, it will cost you later.
Whatever.
You hold on.
I don't believe that. I think it's all stupid.
Let's be clear. This
is so stupid.
Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have let that slide, how many more swag penalties would there have been?
I don't know. There wasn't a swag penalty. It was a garbage penalty. It was a garbage penalty. First of all, they have a mustachio.
Can't slam the ball.
Hold on. I want to
point out spike the ball.
No. I want to point out a couple things here. Okay. First of all, they had a pick 6, and they basically did synchronized swimming, doing the AB dance down their merry way. Much more swaggy than spiking the ball. So the fact that we can't, where do we grade what is a swag penalty, what is not a swag penalty?
I'll tell you how. The flag.
Okay. Well, it's stupid. And second of all,
it's not stupid.
It's stupid. And second of all,
do you understand how many times we've watched the Canes in the last 4 or 5 years and a swag penalty has cost them?
Oh, dude, you know what's cost them? Not having NFL players has cost them. That's what's cost them. Their talent's been mediocre. Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm seeing these people on Twitter who are like, because I'm upset. There's no turnover chain, and this is stupid. And everybody's like, oh, well, it's time to just make the play and high fives and moves on. That's what the Kane standard used to be. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Not in my lifetime.
But guess what? You know what? The Kane swag penalties in years past when they were really good didn't matter.
Yeah. Well,
but now it does.
Yeah, but that's because of the talent, not because of the chain,
even
not because of swag penalties.
Even if you don't have the talent to make up for all the penalties, you need to be even better in that. Why don't you get that?
It's not the swag's fault they've lost. It's they haven't been good enough. That's why they've lost.
The swag doesn't hurt when you're giving up free yards. You're not good enough.
You can't lose that identity.
You got to win the game, though. So you're okay with a swag penalty costing them a drive or something like that? If not this game, but you can't just say, "Oh, it's going to cost us this game." No swag penalties. But if we're playing Bethune, it's okay.
I'll tell you.
That's how you coach.
I'm going to be honest with you. Okay.
That's how you coach.
I'm going to get off to a bad start here.
Goodness.
I'm going to get off to a bad start here because Canes fans aren't going to like this. But I'll say it.
Oh, please.
It's a bigger show pony move to do what Mario Cristobal did than it is to have a turnover chain.
So how do you make that a point of emphasis if you don't do that?
Little side talk.
No, side talk doesn't work. Last time somebody side talk, you got double birds in the next quarter.
Do a little side talk, dude. But Mario knew. He knew this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity. You know what he did? He essentially pulled a Brian Kelly. He put on the old Southern accent, tried to show him, this is my chance. This is my chance. And ironically, where did the turnover chain debut, Marcos? Where? Against Bethune Cookman.
Wow.
And the death of the turnover chain against Bethune Cookman. But what was more of a look at me moment? Mario Cristobal yelling at his players.
Oh, my goodness.
It's true.
Do you know football is a yelling sport, right?
No, I don't have a problem with yelling. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a softie, okay?
You could have fooled me.
I'm not here.
That wasn't even a real swag penalty.
It wasn't a swag penalty, dude.
Why is he yelling at him?
No, dude, that wasn't a swag penalty.
He's abusing the little kid. Oh, my goodness.
Let the kids play, okay?
You'll be the first one to complain if it cost them a game.
That's not true. I like the double birds against Felipe France.
Oh, okay. So if it costs them a game, you'll be like, whoop, that's okay.
Hold on. Let me just hold on. Okay. And
you fix it now when you win by 67.
You're right.
You don't fix it now when you're in a tight game.
Dude, I'm telling you, all I'm saying is it's more of a look at me move for the coach to be like, let me show you my discipline than it is for the kids to wear a prop.
Oh, my God.
It is. It's more of a look at me move. It is.
Yeah, but Mark, you know what? Marcos, -1. Just for that whole this thinking.
-1.
You're a numbskull.
I'm not a numbskull. I like the turnover chain.
What? Okay, great.
It's dead.
Yes, it should be.
And by the way, I love him. He's my faves. Okay.
Ooh.
Me. I love him. But Coach Feld, I mean, this guy is a walking turnover chain. He's out there with his mustache. He's chest bumping everybody. I saw him on the field more than Cristobal. He was out there. He's like, whoa, twisting the mustache, doing the pony dance.
Hey.
I saw it all the time. How can you have a guy who's a cartoon character out there just rubbing it in Bethune Cookman's face, and you're telling me that Ken Kitchens can't spike the ball?
Hey, the get back coach is Yosemite Sam.
The get back coach he needs his own get back coach. Whoever the strength intern is needs to hold back Coach Feld.
You need a get back coach for the get back coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Juicy. You can tell that he has cafecito because that's what he looks like. He's just got cafecito rolling through his veins like he's Bane.
Like he's sweating cafecito.
That being said, amazing win, and the Cristobal's a genius. Changed everything.
You are something. You are something.
What?
You had, and you know what? Here's what gets me more than anything, because you've never played organized sports.
That's not true. I've never played organized sports at a high level.
That's what I'm referring to. We're not. Everybody plays t-ball. We're not talking about that.
Interim flag football champions, Barry University freshman year.
Marcos, do you see? People wonder why my heart's gonna bust out of my chest, right? Does anybody feel sorry for me?
We got t-shirts.
Does anybody sympathize? This is ridiculous. Do you understand the conversation we just had? His credibility as an intramural champion freshman year at Barry University.
Like-
That's what he brings to the table.
Only football team in Barry University history with a championship. It's impressive. Thank you.
Like, Marcos, don't you egg him on.
Where's the shirt? Do you still have the shirt?
I think I do. I think I do have it somewhere.
Should hang
It's
it.
a
Can you fit it?
beautiful.
Can
Huh?
you fit it?
That's a good question. I think I remember it being baggy because there's actually a long sleeve. It was a long sleeve that said champions on the side.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, wow.
Please.
What?
Please. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Had
I
a-
mean,
had a-
like,
had a
it's-
nasty,
I should not be
re-aggravated injury
subjected
that
to
year.
this. It's like you have a conversation. You go to a bar. This is why I hate when my wife brings me places. Because
What?
everybody wants to have conversations about when they played sports. Like because
know,
I
you
played,
brought it up.
I want to have you. Intramural champion. Intramural champion.
champions, dude.
My goodness.
You wouldn't know about that.
Right. And all you guys were intangibles.
Oh, we weren't intangibles.
Oh, really?
We were very diverse.
Did you like throw the
company.
ball to the Italians?
Italians? I went to school, Jersey Shore.
Get the ball to the intangible. Hey, get the ball to the Italians. And you know I ain't talking about Italians, by the way. Italians don't play football.
Take a quick break. Back after this. Tex writes in, I'm with you, Tobes. I was at Hard Rock Stadium. The pick six didn't slap the same without our gaudy, beautiful necklace. Agreed.
See, you know what those guys are?
What?
Enablers. They're enablers.
They're not
You
enablers.
see, they don't understand. Here's the rule with Tobin. And I would like to tell all the people we interview, you can't give him a little bit because he'll take that little bit and say, all bets are off, free nilly, willy nilly. And he just takes it too far every time. Not sometime, not every now and then, every time.
Guy says, Tobin, I'm completely with you. Show ponies do need their props. Agreed. Another guy says, Tobin, I'm with you. I miss it. These are different people, by the way. I'm not like reading like one texter who just agrees with me
Is it
over and
you?
over. No, it's not. Guy says, Tobin, I'm with you. Miss it. Not the rings, though. Yeah, the rings were stupid. That's when it jumped the shark. I'm
Agreed.
with you. Like,
Agreed.
you can't, like, when they were like, oh, we're going to do something for the offense. No, stupid. They should have just gone. We can meet halfway on some things. I thought the rings were stupid. Because the touchdown already makes for celebration. You have a touchdown dance. Defense, I thought it was cool. You know? Another guy says, Leroy needs a new nickname. If Tobin is the show pony, we need Leroy the show spoiler. Yeah, he's irresponsible with that.
Hey, man. I didn't give the gist of it. I've said something that if you watch any of the first three episodes, do you feel the same way? The king is soft.
He is soft. Texter writes in, trust me, Tobin, Cristobal high fives Kitchens when they get to the locker room. I will say, the one thing I did like from Cristobal was Goosey's galore. The new AD, I forget his name, the dude from Clemson. He gives Mario Cristobal the game ball for his first win, and then Cristobal pulls a move. He says, this ball is for all of you. And they're like, ah! Love that. That's Gucci's galore, dude.
Why do you make every football game sound like an episode of 300?
That's how it was. What are you talking about?
Right?
That's how it was, dude.
No. like, why do I feel like after the game they were standing in between the mountains, plotting their defense? I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. The
Dude,
AD
you know,
gives-
when you tell me, when you say I'm complaining and they won 70-3 or 7-13, whatever the score was, the same applies to you on the other side too.
Nah, dude. Like when
Can
Radical,
I ask you a question?
what?
Do you want a game ball against Bethune or a game ball against Florida State?
It's your first win, though. It's a dream. It's a dream.
I'm not talking about the
win.
coach. Coach always gets the ball on his first victory at the university. End of the story.
Oh, listen.
No problems there.
Right,
but
right.
him saying this is for all you guys. You only do that move right there for a big game. You don't do it for a tune-up.
Nah, for a first one, like to welcome him in. No, you do it.
No,
dude. You do it.
You only do it for a big game. All coaches return that for a big game. It's your first win. And guess what? If it wasn't his first win, they wouldn't be giving no game balls.
You're right.
So
You're right. But it
so
was
that's you just take it, you keep it moving, and keep it going.
it's a boyhood
You don't
dream,
give
though.
everybody a game ball for a win over Bethune. You
But-
don't.
but-
You
listen,
don't.
I'm sure the ball's going in his office. It's not really going to the entire team.
No. Sometimes they give everybody a ball.
Really?
I got one.
Seems like a waste of equipment.
I know. I got a game ball for Denny's first playoff win.
Oh, that's adorbs.
Right.
That's
Playoff
adorbs.
win. Playoff win. Wasn't
I love
playing
it.
Jacksonville in September. You ain't getting a game ball for that.
It was Goosey's, dude.
Okay. I got to tell you. No Goosies.
No, dude, it was Goosey's.
You can't say they did what they were supposed to do and then get Goosey's glory because somebody got a game ball for winning.
It's the first
You see what I'm
one.
saying?
First, he's never going to forget his first. His first
Yes,
King
he
team.
gets the game ball.
Yeah,
Nobody
but
else.
everybody's got to be part of it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Can you bring this up,
goodness.
J Fig? This was Goosey's, dude. I'm telling you. It was.
Oh, no.
No, not
All
Brian Kelly.
winners, coaching staff, support staff. Congratulations, great start. But Coach Cristobal, this one's for you.
This one is for you. Let's go.
Oh, that's Goosey. Man. Come on, you can't tell me that's not Goosey's, Leroy. No Goosey's?
You pick and choose.
I'm not
pick and
picking and
choose.
choosing.
Because if I say something, hey, it's Bethune, then you make a big deal about getting the game ball against the Bethune. You can't have it both ways. I understand Mario Cristobal, the coach always gets a game ball first win. Right? First win.
Of course.
Yeah.
But he's
That's
allowed. It's like a birthday wish. You're allowed to do with your birthday wish what you want. You're allowed to do with your first game ball what you want.
No, not against Bethune.
Happy first win to you. Happy first Canes win to you. Happy first Canes win, Mario Cristobal. Happy first Canes win to you.
Way to go, old blue eyes.